Итак, дамы и господа, представляю вашему вниманию первый бой вечера. 6 раундов в полулегком весе. И прямо сейчас приветствуйте на пути в черный угол ринга из Душанбе, Таджикистан, Mijgona Samadova.
And a very warm welcome everybody to IBA.Pro 14. That was our MC Alexander Sadokov with the introductions. I'm Andy Clark, I'll be your commentator for the evening, and this is our opening fight. 6 2-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Mijgona Samadova making her way to the ring. We saw her box in Istanbul in July where she beat Pune Kundabama-Zandarani. Clearly, over the 6 rounds, she's boxed at 3 World Championships in IBA competition, got to the quarterfinals in Niš about this time last year and made it to the Paris Olympics, but lost in her opening contest. This is our first event since the World Championships in IBA.Pro 13, where of course we saw Murat Gassiev win that WBA World Heavyweight title with a stunning knockout against Kubrat Pulev.
А сейчас, дамы и господа, добро пожаловать в золотой угол ринга из России, Daria Abramova!
And making her way to the ring now, Daria Abramova, 35 years old, much decorated as an amateur, a silver medalist at the World Championships, a gold medalist at the Europeans in 2016, 2 silvers aside from that as well, the most recent in 2020 for a European youth gold medalist all the way back in 2008. So this IBA.Pro debut, and it's been a long time coming, you might say. As I say, 35 years old, making her debut.
Итак, дамы и господа, это 6-раундовый поединок в полулегком весе. Рефери боя Мария Петкович, Сербия. Представляю соперниц и первой боксера в черном углу. Ей 27 лет, официальный вес 57,2 килограмма. Сегодня она дебютирует на профессиональном ринге, но она бронзовый призер Азиатских игр и чемпионата Азии, участница Олимпийских игр в Париже, представляющая Душанбе, Таджикистан, Mijgona Samadova! Ее сопернице напротив 35 лет. И сегодня она также дебютирует на профессиональном ринге. Но за ее плечами невероятный бэкграунд в любительском боксе. 8-кратная чемпионка России, чемпионка Европы, призер Европейских игр, бронзовый призер чемпионата мира из Щекина, Россия, Дарья Абрамова!
So Abramova boxing out of the gold corner in the white, and Samadova in the black, boxing out of that black corner. Maria Petkovic, our referee for this one.
Boxers, listen to my commands. Keep your head up, no holding, no low blows. Touch your gloves.
And she boxed well against the Kundabama-Zandarani in Istanbul in July. Samadova, it was a pretty comprehensive victory actually for the fighter from Tajikistan, and a chance again here for her to really make a mark on a big platform. And she's in the black there in the southpaw stance, and Abramova in the white set-up orthodox. And he does just like to hang on that back foot a bit there, Samadova, and can tend to be quite a reactive fighter, but just inching in with that front foot there. Abramova looking to try and close in quite early on. I mentioned the World Championships earlier on, and we got plenty of fighters in action who we saw there. The Men's World Championships back in December. Evgeny Kool, Edmund Hodoyan, David Surov, all medalled as part of that very impressive Russian team. A little bit clumsy there, Abramova, just trying to let that right hand go from distance. And lost her feet, really. The feet crossed, she came forward, and fortunately for her, Samadova wasn't in a position really to counter all that effectively. Final 30 seconds of round one.
Stop! Gold. No stepping on toes. Box!
Well, the stepping on toes is going to be an occupational hazard with an orthodox fighter against a southpaw. There's not too much either of them can do about that. Same kind of mistake there from Samadova. Threw that left hand from a long way out. The feet crossed and she came quite square as she came forward. These two
Slapping Gold. Slapping. Stop!
have similar flaws when you look at them in that first round, when they really look to commit to those attacks. The technique goes out of the window slightly.
Боковой проходит, левый боковой.
Секунданты за ринг.
Step back. Step back.
Второй раунд.
Box!
So into the second. A decent looking attack there from Samadova. Again, committed to it through that left hand, managed to catch Abramova with it. Abramova steps in, throws that right hand into the body and just caused a little bit of a stutter step there from Samadova, who was forced to give a touch of ground. And she's looking for that right hand all the time, Abramova, and again just throws it there. That's a kind of right hand lead. The weight comes over that front foot. She really leads with the head as she throws that right, and if she could just wait for her to do that, Samadova, because she will do it, and then take that little step back and catch her on the way in, then that could be very profitable, I think, for Samadova. She almost just needs to stay exactly where she is, and that was it just there. You don't have to wait too long, and Abramova will commit, and when she does commit, she throws those big kind of wide winging punches, and if you can respond with straight shots, then you're going to find the target first. And just there, she backs up and gives the ground there, Samadova. A little step off to the side maybe, or more, half a step back. And she can make her pay for that as she comes forward there, Abramova. These 2-minute rounds really do just fly by. Heading into the final 30 seconds of round two. There wasn't too much in that opening round. I would say that Samadova has picked the better punches in the second round. Again, neat looking jab there, but then the jab comes from Abramova and that caught Samadova. And she really does let that right hand go when she throws it, Abramova. Well, there goes the bell at the end of the second. Combination there from Samadova. Nothing really got through all that clean, you wouldn't say. But that's the punch he looks for. Dips, throws that right hand. There was decent technique to that one because she just got close enough. She just had her feet close enough, but often she'll throw it from too far out. Almost got hit with a kind of backhand, the back of the glove there from Samadova. Into round 3, this scheduled for 6 on IBA.Pro 14, live from Moscow. The start of what's going to be a big year for the IBA with these shows. Some big plans, and finished last year on a high, of course, with that world heavyweight title fight and a good card all the way through. And a huge win for Murat Gassiev against Kubrat Pulev, courtesy of that stunning knockout. Just slid his feet in through the left hook round the back of the guard of Pulev, who up until that point had been boxing well. He was in front at that stage, and down he went and try as he might to get back up Pulev. He just couldn't quite do it, and it was a huge win on the night for Gassiev.
Holding. Step back.
The two just ending up on each other's shoulder. The 1-2 was aimed there by Samadova. Little feint with the front foot, and again there from Samadova. Abramova once more just in and out, and then steps in and lets that right hand go. And if you're Samadova, as I said previously, you know that's coming. You know it's coming. And if you just wait for it, and then little step off to the side, half step back into the side, and just try and catch her as she comes in. Nice left hand to the body there from Samadova, then hooks on the move. And a decent jab as well. So at the midway stage here, 3 rounds down, 3 to go.
Четвертый раунд.
Box.
So into the second half of the fight, Abramova of Russia in the white, Samadova of Tajikistan in the black. This is an IBA.Pro debut for Abramova, a second fight for Samadova. And just catches her with the right hand there as she came in to throw her own right, Abramova. Samadova trying to throw her own left hand. The feet came square and she walked in quite tall, but Abramova unable to take advantage of that. Nice body attack there from Samadova.
Step back. Box.
Slightly laboured look about Abramova now.
Stop.
Just wanders in behind the lead hand there, and I just wonder whether this longer duration is beginning to tell on her slightly. In the amateurs they do 3 threes, of course, 9 minutes, and this is 12, but it's different. You've got the head guards off.
No holding. Box.
slightly smaller gloves, and of the two, Samadova does look more at home in there. Again, just throws the 1-2 there. The jab got through semi-clean. The left hand didn't particularly. A little bit of a wrestle on the inside. Closing stages of round 4. Abramova just trying to force things a little bit here. Gets caught by a lovely left hand there from Samadova. That was a really well-picked punch. And this, from what I'm seeing, is going her way. There's not a huge amount in these rounds, but I think from round 2 onwards, she has been the better fighter. She's picked the better punches. Abramova, I would say, needs a big finish here in rounds 5 and 6.
Пятый раунд.
Box.
Heads almost coming together on the inside there. Left hand just thrown by Samadova. And then as she moved in, Abramova was coming forward as well. Good use of the jab. Nice sharp snaking jab there from Samadova, and immediately just moves in behind it.
Head up. Box.
Just trying to measure that right hand, but didn't let it go that time, Abramova. I think she's become slightly hesitant because she's been clipped often enough when she's tried to open out by Samadova. I think she needs to put everything into these final 2 rounds here, Abramova. 2 phases of attack if necessary. One to drive her back to the ropes, because she has tended to go back in straight lines, Samadova, and then another one just to get back on top of her.
No holding. Stop. Box. No holding, hold. No holding. Stop. Black. No holding. Box.
Right hand landed there from Abramova.
Break. Stop. Box.
Closing stages of round 5. Not much in this round. Again, she's always winding up for that right hand, Abramova, and it's easy to see it coming. You can see the tell on it. You can see her just dip off, lean off to her right hand side to wind up for it. And then the bell goes at the end of the 5th. So just 1 to go here in this opening fight of the night. There's that left hand. It didn't land all that clean. It was around about the wrist really, and then the jab. And in terms of clean punches that landed in that round, there weren't too many. A right hand got through there from Abramova in the middle of a bit of windmilling really. I feel like she's got herself in front here, Samadova, but she's away from home, and there's not been much in some of these rounds.
Финальный 6-й раунд.
Box.
So the 6th and final round, Abramova of Russia in the white, Samadova Tajikistan in the black.
Break.
And again, there's that right hand. She did the right thing that time, Samadova. She just managed to step back and off to the side slightly, which left her within range as Abramova came wading forward.
Gold, no holding.
Because you have to give yourself some room, you just don't want to give yourself so much
No holding. Box.
that you're not within punching range. And again, the head's almost coming together there. There was a left hand round the back of the head, I think, which kind of dragged Samadova down a bit there from Abramova into the final minute of round 6. And there's that short right hand lands as Abramova was taking too long really to try and line up that right. And she's trapped the arm there of Samadova. The referee gave him a chance to work it out and then broke them up.
Stop. Gold. Head up. Box. No holding.
Left hand from Abramova, delivered really with the inside of the glove, and this has got messy in the second half of the round. It's been quite messy as a fight from the start, really. They've ended up on the shoulder, heads almost coming together a few times.
Box.
I think both of them have really kind of struggled with their range. Again, the head's very nearly cracking together right at the end of the fight there. Bit of frustration there, I think, from Abramova. There goes the bell, and Abramova wasn't too interested in the embrace there. She's celebrating Samadova, and I feel like she's done enough. I thought she picked the better punches from the second round onwards. There weren't all that many clean punches landed in some of those rounds. A rather rueful look from the gold corner there, but what did land clean was landed by this fighter. We found it difficult to come to terms with Abramova's kind of marauding style, but often enough she managed just to find a bit of space and an angle to catch her on the way in. Second outing in IBA.Pro, and she was good when we saw her on a big occasion in Istanbul back at the start of July, and it looks to me like she started the year well here. Again, boxing out of that away corner. So just waiting for the decision. Our MC is in place.
Итак, дамы и господа, прежде чем прозвучит имя победителя, давайте поблагодарим обеих спортсменок за этот яркий и динамичный бой. Победу в котором единогласным решением судей одержала из черного угла Mijgona Samadova.
So Samadova gets it by unanimous decision, and that is absolutely correct. Of the two, she adapted the better, picked her punches the better, and as I say, that's 2 big wins out of the away corner for her now in 2 IBA.Pro fights, so I'm sure that we will be seeing her again. She's taking her opportunity.